Who's not ready? There you go. Feet together, arms out. To the hip. Okay, so what I want to do today is I want to make sure this group has 9-count drill number 6 and 9-count drill number 7. That is elbows and open hand striking. We're going to work on both of those today. All right, all 9. So for those of you that have been practicing them and we've kind of been doing 6, just kind of showing 9, this is a learning day. We're going to take our time and make sure everybody knows 9 elbows and 9 open hand. And so to do this, you guys know we need to turn and lean when we do these drills, okay? Now, Simon Miles is going to come up here and work the elbow drill. I want you to come up, Miles, just like we did before. Torso, body. You guys know we need to turn and lean. Get nice and close so they can see the elbows, Simon Miles. Simon Miles is going to be your body demo. I'm going to be right here, but I'm going to be out of the way watching you guys, and we'll be giving you feedback and helping you get this right. We're going to do the 9-count elbow drill, which means we're going to have to teach some because they're going to, whatever. And then we're going to, after we get that down, we'll do the 9-count empty hand or open hand, not empty, open hand drill. And then when we get that down, we'll take requests for stuff you guys want to work on. Okay? All right, let's do this. Learning day.
All right, everybody. Hands up. Get set. And do our elbows. First one, we should all be very familiar with. Covering elbow right. Notice how I'm turning
your body.
2. Cover elbow left. Left hand out. Hooking elbow right.
Good, Ben.
Right hand out. Hooking elbow left.
That's right, Miranda. Good job.
Right arm. This is down and across. Left. Sweeping elbow to our right. Left hand. Down and across. Lift. Sweeping elbow to our left. Everyone. This hand's going to come across to this side of our head, across our body. Turn and lean. Uppercut. Right.
Without a good turn and lean, you're doing a chicken wing, and that doesn't hit anything effectively. You've got to turn and lean and drive the elbow straight up underneath. Okay? Not across. Up underneath. Good. Keep going. Nice, Jonah. That was dynamic.
Left. Yes, everyone. Lift your right elbow up and drive it down and in.
Diving hawk. Don't go down too low.
We don't want to go.
You shouldn't go below the chest. Should be up high by the head and shoulders.
Up here. In. Diving hawk. Left. In. Turn and lean. Bend those knees. Drop your hand down and
stand up and drive the elbow. Nice.
Left hand.
Nice, Devin. That looks good.
Bend those knees, not the back.
Good.
Rising hawk. Left.
Good. Simon Miles, take 2 steps back and show that one again so they can see that your arm is straight.
In. Rising hawk.
See, his arm is straight.
Right.
And drives it up. Then he bends it. Good.
Rising hawk.
Hey, Anush, we're boring you? You get back to work? Thanks, man. All right.
Now, this one, a bit more advanced. And from here, what we're going to do is instead of sweeping across like this one, it's going to be the exact same technique, except instead of going across and out to the side like we've been doing, where we've been going here, we just got to turn, lean, and shoot it out. It's not going to feel as strong. It doesn't feel as strong or as dynamic as the sweep, but trust us, this is very strong. It's actually an illegal move in sparring because it's so strong.
Right. So go ahead and put your hands up, guys. Get ready. And this is, sorry, Miles, tell them what it is.
This is the shooting star elbow.
That's right.
So we turn, lean, and punch our elbow straight in.
Punch with that elbow.
Yep. Punch. And shooting star left. Nice. Now, this next one, we go across and hit. On our left hand, comes all the way across here and hit. Now, this one, is also very similar to the sweeping
Right.
elbow, except instead of sweeping across and out to our side, this is for a bad guy who's right here. So here, this is called the lightning bolt. And lightning bolt, left. Right. And this next one is also one that really requires good turn, good lean, and good dropping of the weight, because this one spikes down, it stakes down, the staking elbow. But it's nowhere near as strong if we're just using our arm. So what we do is grab, reach overhead, turn, and drop your weight, bend your knees.
Right,
down
spike
into
with the
strike.
elbow down into it.
And grab, turn, lean, drop the weight down into the strike.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, before we do go over that again, we're going to do that another time or two. Questions. Raise your hand if you have a question about the elbow drill. And I had a feeling Devin did, but Devin, you might have me muted on your own side.
I see like 3 questions. Nice. Good to know we're thinking about this.
There you go. What's your question, Devin?
It told me the host would like to unmute your microphone.
Yeah, because I did. So what's your question?
I mean, like in the middle of training.
Oh, okay. So that was your question? Okay. Jonah, what's your question about the elbow drill?
I feel like this is going kind of confusing. I feel like that I'm doing it, but not exactly.
Okay, so let's keep practicing and dial it in a little bit, and then okay, and then
I don't have it all the way.
right. I hear you. I got you. So that's why we're going to keep practicing. So let's keep practicing then and get that better. Miranda, what's your question?
I was going to ask how we can combine the elbows with the two-handed short stick.
Okay. So combining stuff, first of all, you don't have to write chat down for me. You can ask questions. You don't have to type it, Ben. But combining elbows and everything else, anything else, is a very valid question. How do we combine stuff? Well, first of all, Miranda, you're a black belt. You should be telling me how to combine stuff, okay? But the combination of elbows and knees is basically very important, because that is close range. That's what close range is. So combining elbows and knees is the same as combining punches and kicks. You're using techniques at a closer range, but with the same concept of high and low and varying levels. Okay? With the stick, elbows and the stick, elbows are usually used, Miranda, to get people to let go of the stick, or you use the stick to pull people in close enough to roll the elbows over and hit them. Okay? So you might put your stick up into a block and then hit them with the elbow. Or you might throw, say you do chop number 1, and they grab the stick, and so you'll pull the stick in and drive your elbow that was your support hand, and you'll drive it in, and you can twist with the elbow, and now that's a lightning bolt. Boom, right there. Okay? Basically, if you're combining a weapon with elbows, it's rolling small circles. If you're combining knees and elbows, you're in grappling, trapping range, and you should just be hitting body parts, whatever's, we call it take what's given. So that's a little more advanced, but it's absolutely straight up what we should be doing. Miranda, another question?
What if it doesn't work?
Miranda, what if it doesn't work? What do you do next?
Plan B.
Yeah, plan B. Plan B is keep fighting, right?
Mhm.
What if it doesn't work? It's a pretty famous question in martial arts. Hey, what if I punch this guy and it doesn't work? Well, maybe you should train more. Maybe you should keep punching. Maybe you should kick next. Maybe you should keep moving. That's what fighting is. Nothing in a real fight's going to work 100% properly.
There's no perfect.
There's
technique
no
that
perfect.
works
So
100%.
if you throw a punch and it misses, the punch didn't work. Keep punching. It's okay. Punches miss. It's all right.
Ben,
Knees
you
miss.
had a-
Elbows miss.
You had a question earlier?
Who did?
Ben, did you have a question? I saw your hand up earlier. It was like,
Ben, you had a question about knees, right?
My question was, how do you combine elbows with knees?
Yeah, same way you combine punches and kicks, you're just closer. Here, real simple. Okay, side mouse face me. All right, if I get in here and we're fighting and I want to combine, back up one step because I'm off the camera. And I want to combine my knees and my elbows, okay? If I throw jab, cross, front, knee, that can work, okay? But if I'm out here and I throw my jab, cross, front, kick, right? These are transitioning moves. If I'm far away, jab, cross, front, kick. If I get closer to my jab, cross, front, knee. If I get jab, cross, and throw a knee, elbow, hooking elbow, right? I can go in and Side Miles and I can go to grab each other. And then he can just take his arm, or I can roll in with my elbow while he's throwing a knee. See, we're in knee and elbow fighting range now. And we'll be trading blows if we're not careful. So the idea of rolling your elbows in with knees is totally, absolutely, 100% exactly the way you should be thinking. Knees and elbows absolutely should flow together. Okay? But nothing is all by itself. We're not going to go like, okay, do you agree to fight elbows and knees? Me too. Let's get close and elbow knee fighting. Right? If he wants to fight elbows and knees, well, then I'm going to keep backing up and kicking. I don't want to fight elbows and knees if he likes it. He might be better than me. So everything exists as a whole, right? But absolutely, if I'm close enough to throw a diving hawk, boom, I'm close enough to follow it up with a roundhouse knee to the thigh. Okay? Absolutely. Okay? And so in theory, Ben, if your elbows are coming side to side, you should be thinking about roundhouse knees. If your elbows are coming in, you should be thinking about front knees. And then once you get good at that, you can start mixing them up. Hook, hook, front knee, roundhouse knee, punch in, right? But for the most part, begin with similar techniques. Good question. All right, let's do this drill again. All 9, slow and steady. Let's make sure Austin looks awesome because he does. Put your stick down, your really attractive red short stick. And let's get to work. You ready, Claire? Let's do it again.
Can I go on my stick?
What? You don't need your stick. We're doing elbows.
Elbows, everybody.
9 count elbow drill. One time, start to finish. Slow and steady.
Bend those knees. Hands up, get set. Cover right. Cover left. Hooking elbow right. Hooking elbow left. Sweeping elbow right. Sweeping elbow left. Uppercut right. Uppercut left. Diving hawk right. Diving hawk left. Rising hawk right. Rising hawk left. Shooting star right. Shooting star left.
Punch with that elbow. There it is. Good, Claire.
Lightning bolt right.
Good, Ben.
Lightning bolt left.
Nice, Austin. That's a good one.
Staking elbow right.
Claire, drop it in front of you, not to the
Staking elbow
side.
left.
Drop it straight down in front of the camera. Good. So when I do that stake, so here I am and I'm looking at the camera, right? There's my camera. That's my bad guy. So when I do that stake, okay, and I drive, I stake into the camera, my hands in front of me. I don't want to be over here. I want to drive straight down in front of me, straight down in front of me, okay? Keep that arm right here. So if I'm doing it from the side, straight down in front of me, straight down in front of me, okay? I don't want to be over here, because the bad guy's right here, right? Hit the bad guy, right? Good. Okay, guys, that looked good. Let's go to open hand striking. Side Miles is going to go quickly through the first 6 and then reteach 7, 8, 9, okay? When I say quickly through the first 6, he's not going to not teach it, okay? But we know how to punch. We've done 9 count punching drill. Open hand punching is very similar. Just remember that you've got to keep your hands up, fingers in, thumbs in, and let your hand rotate the natural way, whichever way it's supposed to move, nice and easy. Don't overthink it. In and out, pointing at the bad guy, pointing up, pointing out, pointing down, right? Just let it do what it does naturally, okay? Just let it do what it does naturally, but keep your fingers together and your thumb together. All right, Side Miles, little basic explanation 1 through 6. Most people here should have it, but if you don't, it's okay. We're going to go through this more than once. Open hand, Open hand drill is from the Tiger system, okay? We're not just teaching, hey, punch with your open hand, boom, right? No, this is from the Tiger system. Deeper stances, hands up, punching with this part of the hand, grabbing with our punches, punch and grab. So we're just learning to punch first, okay? And they run in very similar motions as our regular punching. For example, the first 3 punches go right to the middle. But instead of short punch to the middle, long punch to the head, uppercut up high, this one goes long punch, short punch, low. It goes high to low, and our hands just curve as we do it. So our first 3 are linear, straight line punches, okay? Just like the regular punching drill, which these are linear, short line punch, straight line punches. So it's the same theory, just using an open hand, hitting with this part of the hand, okay? This part. Go, Cy Miles. Show them how it's done. Also, you got to do your cover.
Go on. Cover, chamber, both with open hand. And long punch, right? Open hand.
Open hand.
Cover,
Cover.
long, left, open hand. That's Z, dude.
Not Z punch. We're not doing short punch
Come
first.
on, dude.
That's the difference, Anuj. We're going high to low this time, not middle to super high.
Cover, Z punch, right? Short punch, and up. Oh, fingers turned out. Cover, Z left. Yep, don't turn this way. The thumb isn't down. The thumb is up. Try to keep your thumb up. There we are. Cover, and low strike. Right? You're shooting straight down like this. Try to keep your wrist knocked back. We want our fingers away from the target. We don't want to catch our fingers on it.
Punch down.
Cover, and low strike, left.
Turn and lean just like regular punches. So you see the difference. In a punching drill with fists, we go middle, middle, upper, upper, uppercut, uppercut. So we go middle, middle, high, high, uppercut, uppercut. There's no uppercut with the open hand. The only uppercutting move with the open hand is not a punch. It's called a shelf, and it's for something really nasty I don't want to teach you today. Okay? So there is no uppercut punch with open hand. So instead of going middle, middle, high, high, upper, upper, we go high, high, middle, middle, low, low. We work down the body instead of up the body, but it's still in the middle. Okay? Those are the first 3 open hand punches. High, middle, low. Let's do the next 3.
All right. Number 4, the exact same thing as number 4 in the punching drill.
Same
Just have
punch.
an open hand. Hook, right,
Same punch. Just open your hand.
hook, left. Okay, fingers together. Try not to let it point up. Point it at the bad guy. Fingers should be pointing at the bad guy. Cover. This one is the downward strike. It's kind of like 5 and 6 in the chopping drill, except we're hitting with the heel of our palm. So we get down at an angle and hit. Up, down at an angle, and hit. Remember, we're hitting with the heel of our palm, not a knife hand strike or a ridge hand strike.
Right?
Heel of our palm, right there.
This isn't a karate chop. We're not hitting with the knife or ridge. Okay? We're hitting with this part of our hand. We're smashing downward. Right here onto the collarbone or neck, Ben, since you're asking. Okay? But that one, because I know you're thinking, what are we doing with this angle, right, Claire? Going down at an angle. You guys know the chopping drill with the stick, right? Chop at the angle, 5 and 6. Oh, 5 and 6. 5, chop down. Oh, that's what we're doing. Punch 5, chop down, but chop with this part of the hand. You see how in my system, everything connects together? If I say, what's technique number 5? With the chopping drill, chop. What's technique number 5 with the open hand? Chop. It's the same thing. Just no stick in our hand.
Everyone, bend those knees. Are your legs sore yet? If not, bend them more.
Bend them more, that's right.
That's all what the Tiger's about. Getting real low, in real deep stances, all right?
Mhm.
Next up, cover
This is the hard one. Switch your cover to the right.
and distractor strike. Our covering hand is just going to hit out like this. Yeah, I'm not doing a backhand.
Not a backhand. Open hand, hit with the palm of your hand. Do that. Hit with the pad of your hand. With what I told you, all our strikes are with the same part of our hand. Pad.
Rotate over. And elbow.
Elbow number 2.
Cover.
It's not new.
Left. Distractor with your left. Rotate. And elbow number 2. So this strike is kind of getting into a more advanced concept. Now, a lot of our techniques, even just a simple jab, can knock somebody out. But distractors are meant just to break someone's focus and turn them from acting mode to reacting.
It's to distract them.
Mhm.
They are focused on beating you up. Let's distract them and make them think about something else, like the pain they're feeling in their ear, because I just went like this. Boom! Ugh!
This
Okay.
comes out, hits ear, maybe eye. Flying
This
over
actually
there.
knocks glasses right off the head. Okay?
Mhm.
Keep going.
And because that technique doesn't really work on its own, for the sake of the drill, we add an elbow into it.
What does a distractor do but make your opponent pause for a half a second, 0.2 of a second? That's it. You're not going to distract somebody and go boom, and he's going to go, whoa, I don't know what to do. Oh. That's not going to happen. If I hit him, he's going to be distracted for just a second. Pop! And then he's going to come right back at me. So he goes, that's what I'm waiting for. Because now he's reacting to my distractor instead of fighting me. He's worried about this. And so this isn't any good by itself. If I do this by myself, okay, now we're still fighting again. So what? I didn't finish anything. That didn't do me any good. So the distractor is this. Distract, boom! And then comes the elbow, which is a real strike. So in this drill, we go distractor, elbow, to teach you that you never just throw a distractor. If you do a distracting move, the eagle does a distractor, right? He wants to hit with the wrist, and he gets too far away, so I distract him with this. But I don't stop there. Bloop, ha, 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 ha. No, he's a bad guy. He's trying to hurt me. If I can make him distracted, bloop, boom, eagle talon, eagle kick, right? Hooking strike, something strong. So a distractor is designed to give me 0.2 of a second, a half a second to do something else. So when we train our distractor, it's here. Distractor, elbow. Okay? Distractor, grab, elbow number 2. Distractor, grab, elbow number 2. Okay? You guys remember elbow number 2? We just did our elbow drill, right? Grab, elbow. Grab, elbow. Elbow number 2, but we're doing it out here. Distractor, grab, elbow. Okay? It's the same elbow, nothing's different. But we're doing the distractor to get to it. And the distractor with the thumb down open hand is an extremely important technique in the Tiger system. Okay? Because the distractor can turn into lots of things as we get advanced. Okay? I can do this, distractor, elbow. I can do this, distractor, twist, right? And if it's really bad, I can get in real close to him. Distractor, step in, 2 hands. And I'm not going to teach you how to do this because it'll put poor Simons in a hospital. 2 hands. Okay? I'll teach. When I say I'm not going to teach you how to do that, I mean I'm not going to teach you today, but I'll teach you. Okay? All right. So that's number 6. Let's go through 1 through 6, Simons, and let's teach 7, 8, 9.
All right, everyone. Into a nice, deep tiger stance. And long right,
Long punch up high.
long left.
Long punch up high.
Z right,
Middle.
Z left.
Middle to the ribs.
Low
Low
right,
pelvis.
low left.
Look at his stance. Look at Simons. He's in a full H stance. Full on deep H stance, guys. Deep H. Tiger stance.
Hook right,
Throw a hook.
hook left.
His feet are 4 feet apart.
And raise. Downward right. Downward left.
Normally, I teach these to black belts.
Over here. Distractor. Rotate. Elbow. Cover. Distractor, rotate, elbow.
Nice, Claire. Drive that elbow into your hand, Claire. Look where you're doing it, so you don't have to look at us, because your distractor looked really good. Your rotation is really good, but you were watching us, so you started to miss your elbow a little bit. Go ahead and look at your hand. Look where you're hitting. Hello there, bad guy. Right? Go ahead and look right at your hand. There it is, Claire. Good job. Awesome.
Yep.
Good. All right. If you have a question, my good friend Jonah, wait just a second. I'll answer it later. Okay. We're gonna take questions. Just, you know what? Let's take questions now. Jonah, what's your question? Hold on. Jonah's asking a question. The rest of you wait. No typing, Ben. I won't answer a typed question. Jonah, what's your question?
I feel like that the distracting and like the elbow thing kind of confused me. I feel like I'm all messed up.
Okay, so do me a favor. Get into a ready position, please. Everybody get into a ready position, please. Everybody ready position. Cover with your right hand. Okay, is that your right hand? Good. Now take your right hand and punch out real fast. Boop. Good. Now turn your hand over. And now hit it with your elbow. That's it. That's the distractor. You did it right, Jonah. That was correct. The covering hand hits with the thumb down. It hits out with the thumb down. You rotate your hand over. You hit your elbow into the hand. That was absolutely correct. You did it right, Jonah. Does that make sense?
I feel like that. I feel like that I need to go a little slower so I can get used to know what.
Yes.
Memorize.
That's why we're going slow and strong. So even though we're doing our techniques fast, there's plenty of time between them. So you can go slower if you want to get them right. Absolutely. No problem. We can go slower, buddy. All right. Miranda. What's your question, Miranda?
I have a question.
Yep.
It's possible that you can do the same thing, like the cover elbow, on both sides if you're trying to get out of the way.
Well, yes, Miranda, that's exactly what you're trying to do. You're trying to connect all these drills with real life. You should absolutely be moving and getting out of the way and working on mobility when you do this, okay? The tiger has really strong legs so that he can do deep stances and still move fast, because you have to move and get out of the way, okay? You have to move and get out of the way. So yes, you are correct. Think about how to do that. And when you practice these drills, you can practice moving and stepping too. Good question. All right, Devin.
Whenever I do the open hand, just especially like the Z,
Yes.
it makes my wrist kind of feel weird. It kind of hurts my wrist.
All right, so that's a little bit of a flexibility thing. So what you should do is don't pull your wrist back too far when you do it. Go ahead and let your hand come out a little bit, but you should start doing some things that can help stretch out your wrist. So you can do this a little bit and pull down as low as you can go. Don't make it hurt, okay? You can also pull down here and push in this way and lift up. You can switch them and push here, and you should go slow and easy for like an 8 count. It shouldn't hurt, but you should feel the stretch, and you should never go more than 8 or 10 seconds, and you should never do it when you're cold. You should always do your exercise first, and when you're done, stretch this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relax. Do it again. Do it like 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Relax. And that will stretch out your tendons and everything in your forearms. I'm doing this and you can't see it on the camera. And that'll help you be able to flex back without hurting your wrists or tendons, okay? But you really do need to be able to punch. Let me see if I can get this without your hands going forward like this, because you'll skip off. You do need to pull back and punch in with the base. So you do need to be able to flex your fingers back. But I don't want it to hurt. It should not hurt. But if it's a little tender or sore when you're done, okay, just stretch it out. You know, like I said, count 8 or 10, do it 3 times, and you know, do the different exercises, and that will actually make them more flexible. and the pain will go away and it won't hurt anymore because you'll be more flexible. Okay?
When I did this,
Yeah.
I immediately felt like a pin and needle effect in my wrist.
Yeah, okay. So be careful. You've got a flexibility. You're a little under the average of flexibility with your pullback tendons. So just don't, no pins and needles. Before pins and needles, stop there and count to 10. And just always push it until you're almost at that pins and needles and then stop there. Shouldn't hurt. It should just feel stretching. That's how you stretch. And that works if you're warmed up already. If you're cold, it doesn't work. But if you warm up and stretch when you're done, you'll have a much better effect of stretching. You'll get more flexible faster. Your range of motion will improve quicker if you do it while warmed up, right? It's kind of the opposite of what we were taught when we were my age. We're like, stretch out first so you don't pull a hammy. No, actually warm up first. Stretch when you're done so you don't pull a hammy next week. Okay? All right, it's a good question. Anybody else got a question about this before we move on? Raise your hand if you got a question. Ben, you got a question, buddy?
I have a question. What is like the bowl stance? Like the bowl?
Well, let's not get carried away with just a whole bunch of other stuff. Like we're working. So the bull, honestly, bull stances are like tiger, but the tiger relies on the L stance a lot and the H stance a little. Okay? The bull relies on the H stance and the N stance more. Okay? But it's still really deep stances. Okay? Does that make sense? The bull stance is actually a really deep in. Okay? Really deep in because the bull is charging. The bull doesn't care. The bull doesn't have to turn sideways to protect itself. The bull is here. Boom, 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 boom. Deep in stances. And then the H stances are actually T's because he's turning in and punching. Boom. Right? And the T stance is more than that. We call them H's. And then his N stances are really deep. Boom, boom. He's coming in. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Deep. So, but they use all the stances, just so you know. They all use all the stances.
Yeah, every system is just variations on the basics. It's a slight different philosophy, but the basics generally remain the same.
Right. Claire, you got any questions?
So what do you think I need to practice?
All right. Good question.
Yep.
So you guys, that leads right into what I wanted to talk about. You guys, we have a meeting Friday night, 7 p.m. I want you there and your parents there. You don't have to have your parents because you're all pretty much adults, but I'd like your parents to be there too because I want to talk to everybody. But you grown-ups, you don't need to have your parents there. But you guys that are like, Anush, your mom needs to be there. You're the youngest here. Jonah, I'd like your parents there. I sent the email already to the Zoom meeting. I sent it to everybody. And we're going to talk about the new online program, what we need to study to get what we need, make sure we can keep getting promoted. But to answer your question, Claire, I want your 9-count drills down really solid. Because if you get to orange belt in my system and you have the 9-count drills down, you have 80% of this martial art in your head now. The other 20% is super important.
Yeah.
But you've got all the moves. If you've got the 9-count drills down, you have all the moves that make up every AKA we have. The point form, the square form, the 5-point form, the cross form, the T form, the line form. You have all the moves memorized if you have the 9-count drills. So a yellow belt in my system as an adult needs to have the 9-count drills memorized.
Yeah.
Okay? That's how you get to orange. Obviously, I want to see your short stick and everything else, but if you've got the 9-count drills, I feel very comfortable. All right? And so that's why we've been adding in new 9-count drills, because I've decided since we're here online, I want all my students to have the 9x9 drill set. That is the core of our art, 9x9. We have 9 9-count drills, which is about 80% of everything you will ever learn. You just now have to learn how to put it all together.
And most of that can be done in a very, very small space, which is great for us.
Right. It's incredibly important to have the 9-count drills. Traditionally, we teach 5 drills, and then at black belt, we teach 4. so you get the 9x9. But the other 4 aren't harder. We usually just hold them back so that you earn those drills because they're based on animals. I've decided, nah, for you guys, I'm going to teach you everything now because we're stuck online and drills are very good to be taught in a small space. So there's the answer to your question, Claire. I want your 9-count drills, okay? All right.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. Any other questions? Zane, you got a question? Comment? Anuj, question, comment? No? Austin? Nothing? Cool, buddy. All right. Is that a question, Ben?
I just said this was the best birthday present ever.
It's the what?
Best birthday present ever.
Birthday present? Is it your birthday?
2 days ago.
In 2 days, it'll be your birthday again? Did you just have a birthday a year ago?
Yes.
All right.
Happy
Cool.
early birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Ben. You're awesome. All right. No questions? Cool. You know what? Let's get out of here. Let's have a good weekend. Let's all go home.
Everybody, feet together, arms out.
You're already at home. No one said I'm already at home.
Attention. And bow on out, everyone. Don't forget our meeting on Friday at 7.
Don't forget our meeting on Friday. Enjoy your weekend,
Talk
guys.
about some very important stuff, so try
Yep.
to make it, all right?
All right.
All right.
All right. You guys are awesome.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye. 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 I see people counting. Hey, wait, Jonah. Oh, I lost you, Jonah. He was wearing Maryland shorts. I didn't notice. Silly me. Are you counting down to see if we leave, Devin? Bye, Zane. Watch this. I'm in total charge. Whoop. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I know I get a little loopy at the end of these classes. Bye.